Libra, how you doing, Libra? Welcome to the Astroflower. This is going to be a reading from the 10th going through to the 16th of October. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday to you. Welcome to 2022. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. You're still going to be in 2022 just till your birthday next year in the Earth calendar year. It's just the way it goes with cycles. So happy birthday to you, and welcome to the new year. Have you done a lot of preparation? Have you sorted a lot of things? Is it clear in you where you want to go? Because this the starting point of year 22 has been, for all signs, you come shooting out the trap. You're off, you're running, and because you go off too fast, it's difficult to get everything running together in the same sort of rhythm. As one thing works, another thing fails, and then when that thing works, the other thing fails, and it's been a little bit sort of spits and spurts, stops and starts sort of scenarios for it for the new year. Let's just go into your reading then. Let's see what the overall energy has for you. This is similar to Gemini. It's the overall energy is really trying to pull you through, and it's like pulling you through that change from one year to another. So it's a change of cycle. Funny enough, Gemini had that. I think it's all about decision making this week, especially if it's been your birthday in the last sort of like week and a half or so at the beginning of Libra season. It's about making decisions this week. Yeah, some of the decisions there are going to still need to be a little bit unpacked, but I would concentrate on one thing at a time. Get one thing done, cross it off the list, and move on to the next thing if I was you. Let's just see what's the karmic message for your relationship side. I've had this before for you, and I think it was last week actually. And it's sort of saying, if you take the pressure off your relationships, how much easier the relationships are, how much joyous the relationships are, then why aren't you doing it full time? It's almost a sort of kind of like sort of saying, you know, you've got to practice what you preach in a way. That's what it's sort of saying for you, Libra. Yeah, Page of Swords with you at the bottom there. I think this message is really important for you. It's lots and lots of ideas, but you've got to, these ideas here have to be, you know, you have to put them down in some form of order. Otherwise, the ideas of what you want in regards to relationships are going to be difficult to obtain. Sorry, I've got into my French again. Obtain without having some form of physical or mechanical plan going forward, basically. Let's just see how the universe is influencing this karmic message. They're talking to the guides here. I think they're really working around you in a way. They're trying to encourage you to follow your coincidences, follow your joyous heart and stuff like that. The universe is almost trying to sort of kind of say, if you're too hard on yourself, the universe will be too soft. And too soft is not good for you either. So there is this balancing act that needs to be put into place. And the universe is trying to help your guides, specifically the subconscious one, to try and help you find that balance and equilibrium, that moment of feeling at harmony with yourself. So you've got the Ace of Wands there. There really are, there's choices to be made, and once you realise that there's just the evident path to follow, what is the most evident path around you? Once you realise that, then yeah, I would just follow it. It may not necessarily mean that the outside world understands that evident path, and that's not important. But what is important for you is for you to follow that most evident path. Okay? So in regards to your relationships, there may be new ideas and new possibilities. It almost feels like you're you're looking to fall in love in a way. You're looking to really, you know, explore lots of ideas that you've never really been able to explore before. And the universe here is trying to sort of give you that clarity of thought, that passion within you, within your spirit, within your mind as well, which you're really, really strong at, in order to sort of start manifesting new relationships, or having relationships in a new way, basically transforming relationships that you already have with people that are around you. How's the guys trying to influence this? Remember I was saying earlier on that this was pulling you forward. These guys here, and I think this is tag teaming with the universe, they're pushing you forward. So here they're sort of like encouraging you through those coincidences so you can realize your evident path a lot better and a lot easier. Yeah, they're asking you to go forward rather than backwards, because backwards will be, could be quite painful. It's also another way of sort of like, if you're concentrating on your passions and stuff like that, the guides here is trying to sort of like eliminate those that fear. Sorry, I'm getting into my French again. That fear that is within you, which you can blow out of all proportion, Libra, if you're given 5 minutes on your own, and it could cause you pain. And this is what you got this Two of Swords as well, talking about sort of making decisions, hard decisions to be made here. But you've got to walk away from, and this is how the guys are trying to do it. It's the end of a cycle that could have been quite painful for you by the looks of things. And they're trying to replace that painful experience with very bright and fresh new experiences, basically looking forward and going forward. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. They're keeping that concentration looking forward. It's almost as if like they're talking to you like I'm talking to you at the moment. And if I'm like you're starting to kind of go, but what about that? That could really cause me pain. And your guides are kind of going, no, keep looking forward, keep going forward. And they're really insistent about, looking to the future, a brighter future. Yeah, the world, it's that whole new cycle. Funny thing is Gemini had that there. Was it Gemini or was it Aquarius? I think all three of you have had that now, actually, to be honest. And that's that new cycle coming through. And it's walking, it's the ending of a painful cycle that's been going on in your life, which you seem to be turning a corner and shooting yourself in the foot. So you turn the other corner and you shoot yourself in the foot. That's all coming to an end by the looks of things. If you make that decision for it to come to an end and for you to be a lot lighter and take off a lot of pressure from yourself and the relationships that are around you, it'll make everything a lot easier, basically. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the karmic message of your business side. This is your jobs, your business, your projects, your finances and stuff like that. Oh, there's a lot more concentration on this side. And this is really pushing you forward. It's what you get out is what you put in, basically. That's what the universe is trying to sort of say to you. They all had that as well, the air signs. This is really amazing. It's enjoyment. So if you put in that joyous energy, that's what you're going to get back. And that's the results you're going to get back. That's what it's saying here. If you put in the Ten of Swords into your business, your fears about things, that's what you're going to get back. So I would allow your joyous side of life to come out a lot more. Let's just see what's going on with the universe, how the universe is trying to influence this. They're offering you opportunities here, and I think this ties into the decisions that need to be made, basically. Yeah, I think this is where the universe here is sort of kind of going, would you prefer this or this? Okay, choose this. Right, okay, now, would you prefer this or this? And they're very systematic about it by the looks of things. Yeah, there's a lot of messages coming in from the universe here. And certainly if you approach it with a very passionate thing, it's going to be more and more intense in a beautiful way, and make life a lot more exciting for you in regards to your jobs, your businesses, and etc. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. This is the coincidences where it's sort of kind of going, okay, so as the universe offers you one thing or another, you take one thing, and then the guys come into play and say, okay, you've taken that, therefore I'll put these coincidences into place. So they're waiting for you. Sorry about that. Do you know, I moved that sword there, and look what was on the bottom again. Exactly the same thing that was in there earlier on. You know, it's all about you. And so the guides here are trying to, sorry, getting back. That's one of those sort of coincidences that are quite mad. Anyway, you know, your guides here are trying to sort of like build a sequence of dominoes of coincidences to pull you forward, as it were. Look at that. You've got the ten of wands and the 10 of swords on this side. This is a changing on both aspects. It's a changing week in regards to your relationships, with the new cycle coming out of this. There's a changing thing on your business side as well, and letting go of a lot of burdens so you can actually be that free and happy-go-lucky person that you generally can be. You know, that you have that energy within you. It tends to be the outside world that beats it out of you, isn't it? So I wouldn't let the world outside beat it out of you. Be that happy-go-lucky person, you know, and let go of that way and allow your guides to actually be the ones that carry you through. But it's definitely the end of a cycle there. Let's just see how the guides are influencing the conversation in you, the subconscious. You may start looking a little bit too far ahead of yourself, and this is where the guides are sort of kind of saying, no. This is, you know, that's that whole aspect of no. Let's concentrate on the here and now. That's what it seems like to me. Yeah, it'll stop you from procrastinating. The tendency to look into the future, too far into the future, means you don't have to concentrate on what you're doing at this moment. And it's sometimes difficult for Gemini, for Libra, I do apologise, for Libra to concentrate on the nitty gritty, on the mechanical part, because that can be repetitive, it can be a little bit boring and stuff like that. But within your job cycle here, I think it's a case of don't procrastinate, realize the evident path that is in front of you, which I talk about with the 7 of Cups all the time. And this is that whole decision factor going on at the moment. That decision needs to be made in order to go through. It's going to hold you back otherwise. And if it holds you back, you may miss that wave of good fortune that is coming your way. Because the following week after that, that's what it feels like coming through. It's a really, if you can do this, if you can do this little transition, it's not a massive transition, but it's a little transition, but it's very significant. It's like if you set off from, say, like New York, going to Great Britain or Ireland or whatever it is, you know, you've got a degree to follow. If you change that by 1 degree, where you land on the other side of the Atlantic is going to be massively different. And it's only 1 degree change. So I think that's really important to know that these little increments in your life that are happening are significant to the overall outcome in your going future. Yeah, you're going to enjoy that whole, because you love manifesting. You know, Libra, you love manifesting things and getting involved in the manifestation factor of it all. And with this new cycle coming through here, as long as you stop procrastinating on that side and stop carrying the world the weight of the world upon your shoulders, and just make that decision to go forward. The difference between day and night, as it were. All of a sudden, going at the end of the week and coming into the following week after that, you're going to be like a kid in a toy shop. You're going to be able to manifest a lot of things. It's going to be really nice. And in this changing world, we need that, you know. So yeah, it's a real transition week for you. Not major changes, as I said, but it's the subtle ones that are really important. Okay, there's loads of links in the description below that you can learn a lot more about the Astroflower. Thank you very much for supporting this channel here, and you can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell. And I will see you for the eclipse readings next week, during the week, and if not, for your weekly the following week. In the meantime, Libra, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.